Under the relentless sun, the desert stretches into infinity, a landscape of burning sand and ancient secrets. Wind becomes a sculptor, carving fleeting patterns across the dunes, each gust a whisper of forgotten tales. In the shimmering distance, the ruins of Ashra emerge, a ghostly echo of a civilization swallowed by time. The desolate beauty hides untold stories, waiting to be unearthed from beneath the shifting sands. Under the harsh sun, Dr. Elias Harrow, a seasoned archaeologist in his late 42nd, approaches the ancient Ashra ruins. The ruins stand crumbling and partially buried, testaments to time and forgotten stories. His weathered face reflects years of relentless pursuit, a lantern and tools in his grasp, signaling his unwavering determination. He steps forward, ready to confront the mysteries hidden within the sands. Elias ventures into the Ashra ruins, stepping into a dark, narrow corridor where shadows dance. With a spark, his lantern flares to life, pushing back the darkness and revealing ancient walls. Intricate hieroglyphs emerge from the gloom, telling silent stories of a forgotten age. Dust motes awaken, swirling and pirouetting in the golden light, as if celebrating the rediscovery of secrets. Deep within the Ashra ruins, Elias steps into a hidden chamber, dust swirling in the faint light. A marble pedestal stands silently in the center of the room, a silent sentinel guarding its secret. Upon the pedestal rests a scorched manuscript, its charred edges whispering tales of forgotten lore. With trembling hands, Elias carefully uncovers the ancient text, his heart pounding with anticipation. His eyes widen as he beholds the secrets within, a spark of excitement igniting within him. In the heart of the Ashra ruins, a lone ray of light illuminates an ancient chamber filled with dancing dust motes. The air hangs thick with the scent of decay and forgotten magic, a palpable sense of history and mystery. Elias kneels before a weathered manuscript, his silhouette stark against the encroaching darkness. His fingers tremble as they hover over the ancient text, a mix of anticipation and trepidation in his touch. A hushed reverence fills the chamber as Elias recognizes the profound significance of his discovery. His voice, barely a whisper, echoes in the silent chamber. This is it. The final seal. A sudden, violent gust of wind tears through the ancient corridor, stirring up dust and whispering forgotten secrets. The shadows dance wildly, their eerie movements heightening the sense of unease within the crumbling Ashra ruins. Elias freezes, his breath catching in his throat as an unseen presence makes itself known. His eyes dart around, searching for the source of the disturbance, a primal fear gripping his heart. In the heart of the Ashra ruins, dust motes swirl in a beam of light as Elias carefully opens the ancient manuscript. His voice echoes through the vast chamber as he begins to read aloud the forbidden words. When the seventh gate opens, the earth will remember what was lost. Elias intones, the words hanging heavy in the air. The ancient text seems to writhe in the dim light, as if the words possess a dark, independent life. Under a vast, starlit sky, the ancient Ashra ruins stand in silent grandeur. Elias, bathed in the warm glow of a lantern, pores over an old manuscript, its secrets beckoning. The lantern light flickers, casting long, dancing shadows across the weathered stones. He traces the faded symbols with a gloved finger, his brow furrowed in concentration. The silence of the ruins is profound, amplifying the rustle of the manuscript pages. Elias pauses, his gaze drawn upwards to the celestial tapestry above, as if seeking guidance from the stars. Flickering torchlight illuminates the weathered stone walls of the Ashra ruins as Elias pores over the ancient text. The words glow faintly, an eerie beacon in the cavernous chamber. His voice echoes, filling the space as he reads aloud. The first gate is pride. Those who enter see themselves as gods, blind to their own decay. Images of fallen empires flash in his mind, a stark warning echoing through the silent ruins. Within the Ashra ruins, torchlight flickers across weathered carvings, each telling tales of forgotten ages. Elias halts, his eyes distant, lost in visions beyond the chamber's ancient stones. His voice echoes in the silent chamber, a solemn warning. The second gate is greed, where desire devours the spirit. He sees wars without end, fueled by insatiable hunger for wealth and dominion. The weight of his vision settles upon him, a heavy burden in the heart of the ruins. Elias shivers, his breath misting in the frigid air of the Ashra chamber, panic tightening its grip. He stares into the gloom, the cold stone offering no comfort against the rising dread. His voice echoes in the vast chamber as he whispers, "The seventh gate is not merely a warning, it is a mirror." Understanding dawns in his eyes, the final seal. Not a barrier, but a judgment. Under the fading sunset, Elias treads through the Ashra ruins, his boots grinding against the ancient stones. Cryptic symbols, legacies of a forgotten age, mark the crumbling walls, guiding his solitary journey. An unsettling prickle crawls across his skin, a silent alarm in the vast emptiness. A palpable sense of surveillance envelops him, as though unseen eyes scrutinize his every step. He is a lone figure, unknowingly performing for an audience of ghosts in the heart of the ruins. As the sun dips below the horizon, Elias steps into the heart of the Ashra ruins, where shadows lengthen and secrets stir. A monolithic column of black stone dominates the plaza, its sharp peak piercing the fading sky like a spear aimed at the heavens. Frozen in time, statues capture moments of desperate flight, their silent screams echoing through the ages. Other figures are eternally posed in worship, their stone faces turned towards an unseen deity, forever offering silent praise. Elias pauses, dwarfed by the scale of the ruins, a solitary figure amidst the petrified echoes of a forgotten civilization. Beneath the fading sunset, Elias kneels in the ochre dust of the Ashra ruins, his silhouette stark against the ancient stones. His weathered hands, gentle with reverence, trace the contours of a weathered column, feeling the echoes of forgotten ages. A faint, internal heat radiates from the stone beneath his fingertips, a whisper of dormant power stirring in the ruins. A voice echoes in the twilight, carried on the desert wind. "You have come. You remember, but will you awaken?" In the heart of the Ashra ruins, Elias pores over a weathered manuscript, his face etched with deep concentration. The ancient pages emit a faint, ethereal light, bathing the chamber in an eerie glow as shadows dance ominously on the crumbling walls. Indecipherable symbols pulse with palpable energy, their strange forms hinting at forgotten secrets. The very air seems to vibrate with anticipation as Elias delves deeper into the manuscript's mysteries. In the heart of Ashra ruins, dusty moonlight paints the ancient stone chamber, revealing the weight of ages past. Elias, cloaked in shadows, hunches over a worn leather journal, his quill scratching frantically across the brittle pages. The air is thick with the scent of decay, a silent testament to forgotten magic lingering in the chamber. "The prophecy does not speak to the dead," Elias whispers, his voice echoing in the stillness. "It speaks to the living, to the ones who carry the memory forward." Dawn breaks over the Ashra ruins, casting long shadows into the ancient chamber. Within the chamber, a manuscript lies open, its pages filled with arcane script. Luminous symbols begin to glow, tracing the edges of the manuscript with ethereal light. The symbols morph and shift, forming intricate patterns of doors, gates, and spirals. The air crackles with unseen energy as the ancient chamber awakens with newfound power. Dawn's faint light pierces the Ashra ruins, illuminating a chamber filled with dancing dust and the heavy scent of decay. Ancient stones whisper forgotten magic as the first rays of light touch the chamber's depths. A voice echoes through the ruins, a haunting reminder of the path ahead. You cannot turn back. The weight of destiny hangs heavy in the air. The final seal awaits your will. Elias descends into a cavern hidden beneath the ruins, where ancient glyphs pulse with a faint, ethereal light. The cavern walls whisper tales of forgotten ages, their surfaces adorned with complex symbols that seem to breathe. Before him looms a monolithic obsidian door, its surface mirror smooth and utterly black. The door stands as a silent sentinel, reflecting the uncertain light and Elias's own questing image. In the cavern's profound gloom, dust motes swirl within a solitary beam of light, illuminating the ancient Ashra ruins. Elias stands before a seemingly blank wall, the air thick with the weight of untold stories, the manuscript's words echoing in his mind. Suddenly, the wall transforms, shimmering with an otherworldly light, revealing not a reflection, but a haunting window into Elias's soul. Countless faces, a collage of lives lived and choices made, flicker across the surface, an unsettling tapestry of destinies embraced and rejected. Elias confronts the totality of his being, the seventh gate manifesting not as a physical barrier, but as the ultimate test of self. In the cavern, dust motes swirl in a beam of light, illuminating the ancient Ashra ruins. A child stands in the shadows, its form seemingly woven from the darkness itself. The child's eyes burn with an inner light, glowing like embers in the cavern's gloom. A voice echoes through the cavern. Remember, forget not the God within, lest you walk the path of oblivion. Inside the Ashra ruins, Elias approaches a cavern door, the air shimmering with oppressive heat. As his palm makes contact, intense heat radiates, searing away any hesitation. A torrent of visions assaults his mind. Pride, greed, envy, wrath, a symphony of human failing. The door awaits, a gateway to choices and consequences unknown. The heavy stone door grinds open, its echo lost in the cavernous space ahead. Before them lies a long corridor, an eerie path where swirling, shimmering ash dances in the air. The very air vibrates with the hum of forgotten power, a palpable energy that tingles on the skin. A voice echoes through the chamber, resonating with ancient wisdom. To pass the seventh gate is to accept your memory, your failings, and your divinity. Elias stands amidst the ruins of Ashra, the air heavy with swirling ash that obscures the faint light. Dust motes dance in the air as Elias gazes upon the final seal, suspended ethereally at the chamber's heart. The crystalline emblem pulses with a soft, otherworldly glow, a beacon in the desolation. He reaches out, his fingers stretching towards the seal, a silent anticipation filling the chamber. The final seal reacts to Elias's presence, its light intensifying, resonating with ancient power. A surge of energy emanates from the emblem, a silent promise or a looming threat hanging in the balance. Under the dawning sun, Elias stands solitary in the Ashra ruins, a silent sentinel amidst stones humming with forgotten life. The plaza stretches around him, ancient and vast, a stage set for memories about to be awakened. A child materializes beside him, a small, ethereal figure in the monumental space. The boy's voice, soft yet piercing, breaks the silence. Will they listen? Elias turns, his gaze resolute, filled with the weight of ages and the urgency of the present. With unwavering conviction, Elias answers, his words echoing in the ancient plaza. They must. They have no choice but to remember.